Now let's shift gears slightly. Let's look at that other report, Time for CX to Connect the Financial Dots,
Yeah.
especially its focus on the African market.
Right. What's interesting there is while this pressure to show CX ROI is everywhere,
Mhm.
this report shows it's particularly intense, maybe uniquely challenging in the African context. It mentions Nextiva's research ROI tracking is the top driver of CX credibility.
Number one.
Number one. And Forrester's pretty stark prediction, CX programs that can't prove value, they might just disappear.
Wow, okay. And the report has examples, right? Like that Kenyan Water Company's CEO.
Yeah, Thomas Adongo from Kisumu Water. He directly links their better revenues and collections to CX work.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. And it's a sharp contrast to CX leaders who, fumble when asked basic ROI questions in meetings.
Right. And the report found this budget blind spot.
Yes, that was quite revealing. A significant chunk of CX pros surveyed in Africa didn't even know their CX budget.
Seriously.
31% didn't know the general CX budget. 45% didn't know the intelligent CX budget. That really suggests a lack of access, maybe influence in financial planning.
Wow. If you don't know the budget, how can you argue for it based on ROI?
Exactly. And it leads into the next point. The biggest roadblocks they reported for CX projects.
Let me guess. Money.
Lack of budget and resources,
Yeah.
number one. And right alongside it, an inability to actually measure and report the ROI.
The core problem we're discussing.
Right. And the report contrasts this with global data, like from Genesis, where budget isn't even a top 5 issue. So there seem to be some unique hurdles there.
And how they measure success is also different. Something about disconnected metrics.
Yeah. Only about 25% reported using financial metrics for CX. Most were still leaning heavily on traditional ones, NTS, CSAT.
Which are valuable, but
But maybe not speaking the CFO's language directly enough. They can seem a bit abstract in the boardroom.
so the insights are probably there, but they're not getting translated effectively.
That seems to be the issue. The report also points to customer insights being kind of scattered, not consistently pulled into the bigger business decisions.
Fragmented.
Yeah, and that limited visibility keeps CX looking more operational, less strategic.
But there's hope. The report mentioned a future shift.
It did. A big majority, like 75% of leaders surveyed, expect the financial and business impact of CX to be measured more rigorously in the future.
So the expectation is changing.
Definitely. It's moving towards a more strategic, financially accountable view. The big question the report raises is, will CX teams be ready for that?
That's the crucial question.